We're learning new details this morning about cyber hacking threats against the presidential election. Intelligence officials are concerned Russia is trying to influence the results. The Russian government could be following a plan by an influential general. Jeff Pegues in Washington with the scale of the threats. Jeff, good morning.
Good morning. Earlier this month, U.S. intelligence blamed the Russian government for directing hacks on emails of the Democratic National Committee. Law enforcement sources and computer security experts believe the Russians are following a playbook that they have used before to try to influence elections. Recent election-related hacks may be part of a military strategy developed by top Russian General Valery Gerasimov. More than 3 years ago, Gerasimov, who has Vladimir Putin's ear, called for a new kind of warfare that would cause a perfectly thriving state to sink into a web of chaos.
Imagine on election night if all of a sudden reports come out that cause people to think that the results of the election are questionable.
Adam Myers, the head of intelligence at security firm CrowdStrike, says that's what Russian hackers are trying to do, cause confusion or cast doubt on U.S. election results.
All they need to do is cause us to question the results that come back from one district and one state, and that could trigger enough of a reaction that we might call for, say, a complete recount.
U.S. officials believe it would be extremely difficult for the Russian government to alter ballot counts or election results because voting machines are not connected to the internet. What does this general seek to do? What does he think the new form of warfare is?
They want to influence the events that occur without having to move troops or anything like that.
While the Russians have dismissed the U.S. allegations as nonsense, U.S. officials say President Obama is weighing his options. During an interview with NPR, Vice President Joe Biden wouldn't say exactly how the U.S. plans to hit back.
We are in the process of making that decision, what that measured retaliation is, but it warrants retaliation.
Charlie Rose asked House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi about the attacks on Monday.
Do you think it has a lingering sense of distrust for institutions? Because it is said that, that's exactly what some of the Russian hacking is about, causing a suspicion about our election process.
That's what their goal is to undermine democracy wherever it exists, and they just don't do it here in the U.S. But, I think our democracy can withstand Russian hacking.
U.S. officials say similar Russian tactics have been seen in Ukraine over the last couple of years in that country. It is alleged that Russian government-linked hackers have attacked election computers, compromised and deleted files, and leaked embarrassing or sensitive documents relating to candidates that the Kremlin viewed as unfriendly. Nora?
All right, Jeff, thanks so much. I was reading in the paper today that Donald Trump did a radio interview yesterday where he said if I win on November 8th, I could see myself meeting with Putin and meeting with Russia prior to the start of his administration. So more questions there.